Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Scion the Tower, or welcome to Scion the Tower if this is your first time. My name is Chaz, and I will be leading the story in this lovely little chaotic group. Uh, Scion the Tower is a love story about a few humans turning into heroes, turning into demigods, turning into gods, while the humans around them kind of enjoy the fruits of their labor, doing what humans do. Before we get too deep into the story, though, we're going to introduce our stars, starting with Zach. Could you please tell us, your names, your pronouns, who you're playing, and any fun things you have coming up in the pipeline?
Hello, I am Zachary Naldred, he, him. I am playing Bodhi Lee, born Scion of Tara of the Palace. Uh, I've already forgotten what it all is you asked for, but so yeah, we're going to hell, not Bodhi's hell. We're going to a different hell. Um, and that's going to be a lot of, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun and delightful times in this strange and wonderful underworld that he's only heard of in stories.
I think I think Bodhi will enjoy it. And next up, Crow, please tell us who you are, your pronouns, who you're playing, and any fun things you have coming up in the pipeline.
Hi, I'm Crow. I am playing Nolan Peter CM, the Scion-born child of Ares, soon to be the God of War himself. Um, Ending up going to the underworld for some reason. This is a little bit more above his pay grade, but apparently now this is his pay grade. So we're figuring that out. Right now, the only thing that we have is Trinity Adventure Rumble coming into like our final-ish episode for now. I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to doing something with Born, whatever that might entail, because that's the thing we're pushing. Um, as a reminder, if you look into the chat, we have Curseborn stuff, so sign on for that stuff because it's awesome. If you love World of Darkness things, Chronicle of Darkness, now is your chance to get back into that dark urban fantasy, into that the groove. You want to play the craft, you can play the craft. If you want to play uh Vampire Diaries, you can do that. And if you want to just play the classical horrors, they got something for you there. So please go ahead and sign up for that. Back to you, Chaz.
Righty. So just a little quick recap. The past couple of episode sessions have kind of made one thing very clear. Rachel is weird. And like, not necessarily for anything she does, but whenever she is around, weird things happen. Last session, you got a call when she was like, "Hey, friends do favors, right? Well, I need a favor. I'm being chased by a vampire." You all came over and helped out. Befriended one vampire. That vampire now is going to, at the very least, check out the monastery where Bodhi resides. Um, the other vampire was much less friendly, and as such was shot multiple times. Through this like kind of investigation, you found out that there was a head vampire, the red-eyed Yuri. And so you're as you're like going through this, you kind of figure out a few other things. Aphrodite, your kind of secret progenitor, your secret protector, um, has given you an offer to become the god of war, and you have accepted it. However, you are both trying to figure out, what is up with Rachel? Like, why is it wherever she goes, it's cold? Why are vampires chasing her? And the answer comes to you, like, we're not going to like reveal the name because we are looking out for ourselves. But that person, that god, that deity, that entity resides in Hades. Do you want to meet her? And you all gave the resounding answer, I mean, not really, but sure, why not? Let's check it out. Um, so, uh, Bodhi, not sorry, not Bodhi. Actually, yeah, Bodhi. You are with the Obsidian Butterfly, correct?
Um, she has come down and she's joining us for the this adventure
Gotcha.
apparently.
So she says, in order for you to enter Hades, you need to look through a portal. And while we don't have any portals here, like any sort of doorway will work. So just like focus on this doorway, and no matter what happens, I need you to focus on this doorway.
That's not foreboding at all.
Speaking of which, Nolan, Aphrodite kind of caresses your hand, your face, and looks to you in your eyes and says, "Whatever you do, don't make me hate you for the next couple of hours."
Okay.
Uh, because you're both heroes, you don't really have a chance to like fight back. You are both slain as the obsidian butterfly kills you in order to have you enter into Hades. There are easier ways, but she's kind of straightforward. She's like, it's the easiest way. Let me just kill you, and we'll be done with it. Um,
Huh. So
you
this
awaken in a boat. The soft waters are flowing. Both this obsidian butterfly and Aphrodite are sitting there with you. There is a boatman kind of taking you down this river. Would you like to drink?
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Drink,
That's a
drink,
very bad idea.
drink
Yeah.
what?
The river water, this random river water that has no bearing on where you are. Yes, you are on the river Styx, making your way down. Luckily, because you are with two deities, and Aphrodite herself, there is no payment needed. In fact, Aphrodite is just kind of like chatting. She seems like she's been here before.
Wasn't the whole purpose of this tower that Doug was doing so that there was easier ways to do this without,
And Doug did say that while he never claimed to get to Hades, he at least got to Mount Olympus. So you assume that you could have without shedding your mortal coil.
was it and he's just kind of looking between uh Aphrodite and Obsidian Butterfly. I'm like, you couldn't have like what like that's the whole. Are you saying Doug's thing didn't work, or you just didn't want to use it?
So Obsidian Butterfly looks back and is like, "No, it works." And then she looks forward, and Aphrodite is like, I wanted to use the other way, but she figured it would be more expedient this way." And she's technically not wrong. We'll get you back in your bodies. Don't worry.
We really got to have a discussion on order of operation of things.
Yeah.
This whole
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, it does kind of make sense. I guess. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily happy about it, but I guess it makes sense. Um,
As
so
you
speaking of, so what are your thoughts on Doug's plan? What he's doing here?
So they kind of look to each other. Um, and Aphrodite will speak first and says, "This isn't the first time humans have attempted to enter the realm of the divine. It is the first time it has been so successful, but perhaps this is the will of fate."
Inside, like, oh, okay, I want to read into that.
Um, I will say that the difficulty will be 7 just because
Okay.
Okay.
like there's
Um,
no complication. If you fail, you just don't read her, but she has a very good poker face.
What does this be? Empathy and
I can see empathy and cunning. I can see empathy and intellect. I could see empathy and
becoming.
can I do to kind of help Nolan out and try to open her up by kind of trying to charm her into um, giving some more information?
considering she is the divine, I would say you would have to spend a legend for this to have any sort of effect. Especially because like this is very much her purview of just, beauty and charm and all of that. But if you were to spend a legend, then yeah, you could uh add an enhancement or two.
All right, and just to make it thematic, I'm gonna do invoke the legendary title of Who is Calm,
Hmm.
um, by essentially flirting with just someone so uh, top of the game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It would take a lot of courage to flirt with somebody who is like the number one at flirting. So no, I like it.
this is the number one, the an unsigned rapper that nobody's ever heard of, trying to make it get it on a album with Lil Wayne, Kendrick, and Eminem all at the same time. Um, so just any give him enhancement, or do I like need to make a roll for it?
Make the roll. The number of your successes, I would say, just make will have direct enhancement on Nolan's roll.
That is 3 successes.
All right, Nolan.
I needed three, so that is seven.
Uh, so no, I'm not sure if you have seen Brody in this capacity very often, but he is just, sweet talking Aphrodite. That you don't see a lot of people do.
Well,
And as
there was he caught a vibe when she came down with Ares back on the docks, and he's just kind of picking up on that, you know.
Mhm. And through this talking, you notice that there is a slight annoyance in her voice, not directed at Bodhi, just kind of like almost as if someone somewhere does not know their place.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes so much sense and totally reasonable. He's just gonna clock that. He's not gonna say anything else further. Just look out. Is there a boatman up here? Is like Chiron or the
Yeah,
boatman
is the
out there?
boatman covered in the cloth, fiery eyes, very quiet, just standing in the back, moving you forward. And in the forward, you see this massive Greek acropolis that you can only assume belongs to the one and only Hades.
Hmm. Oh,
But instead of going forward, the boat takes a right down one of the like offshoots of the river. As the river gets smaller, the tributary gets smaller, you're seeing more and more shades just kind of lining the bank. And they seem to be like focused on the boat, as if they're trying to get something on the boat.
Like there's something on the boat that they want, or they're trying to throw an item onto the boat.
Something on the boat that they want.
Well, I mean, we are here with two gods, so
Yep. He's just gonna look at the boatman, kind of lean over. So, is this normal for the job? Something we should worry about? How are you doing? How's the wife? How's the kids?
Uh, does not respond,
Hmm.
to which Aphrodite just reads back like he's quiet one,
Uh,
not big on
Talking. Yeah, yeah,
talking.
I got it. That's reasonable.
so do y'all have dogs down here like Mectacon does? The Obsidian Butterfly was telling me about the dogs that lead people around. Do you have them down here?
We have a few, including the one really big three-headed pupper is adorable. Um, we won't get to meet them today.
Aw.
So we didn't want to tell you before. There's going to be a somewhat of a trek to get to where we're trying to go.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. Do I need to bring anything? Or well, I guess that's probably a bad time to ask now, isn't it? All right.
Well, you do need to make a choice. Uh, so you see those shades on the river. They
You.
want you.
Uh-huh.
Whenever humans come down and retain their memories, they become very tasty to the shades, unless you go to Elysium, which we are not going.
You want us to fight the shades?
No, I never said that. I want you to drink the river water.
Uh, okay, I'm guessing river water makes you forget why you're here in the first place.
See, I knew you would catch on. And the obsidian butterfly chimes in, or we can fight the shades. Just, just a thought.
She looks pretty into that idea, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go, Miss Assyrian Butterfly? Is there a name you prefer? Pronouns you prefer?
Uh, you can call me what you like. Um, the things I prefer doing is killing though.
Okay, I know you in turn of I know you said that like don't make me hate you for a couple hours, but I need to get out of some of this pent up aggression. So don't worry, this is not going to turn into one of Ares's. I'm just going to burn down everything. I am centering this on like the obstacle in front of us. Like one of us got to keep their heads on a swivel.
And she doesn't say anything, but she's watching like intently,
Huh. Uh-huh.
almost as if she's like judging your actions to make sure you are still worthy.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured. He's going to do a thing. Where is it? Where is it? Uh, I he is just gonna go because he probably doesn't have in this realm no gun on them, right?
Usually, no, but because you came with two gods and one god of death, you are able to bring spirit versions of your possessions you had on you.
And if it was a relic, it would come with you just generally, and yeah.
In that case, he is going to use the medallion, and he's gonna take away the passion of hunger away from them.
And you see the slightest smile creep up on her face.
So they're in. Uh, I'm just gonna use the. I'm gonna try to. Uh, what are you, why is the word escaping me? Not when you use a purview, not when you use a boon, but when you just form it.
Oh,
Marvel.
Marvel.
I'm gonna use a death marvel to kind of push, just turn the shades away from us.
Okay. So with the combination, uh, reducing the hunger within the shades and then having them turn away, you are actually able to pull up right on the shore without having to take a swim in the river Styx. Aphrodite gets off the boat looking very smug. The obsidian butterfly gets off the boat looking slightly disappointed.
It's not.
Don't
It's not
worry.
much of a hunt if they're just standing there. Like,
We're gonna
You're
end up fighting
right.
eventually. I feel like we're going to be set up to fight something anyways, and you're probably going to be a lot more excited about the thing we have to fight because it's probably going to be big, large, and somehow Aphrodite has set us up for some type of fighting. No offense, but you kind of have that whole vibe going at this present moment.
Moi?
Yes, I would never.
I,
Yes, you would. You would. I've read the legends.
uh, well, unfortunately, you are wrong on this account. I have not set up anything for you. I have actually been 100% honest. I am leading you to the entity that you wish to meet.
if you were
Hmm.
100% honest, you would have named the entity.
I do not want to attract their attention.
We're causing shades in their realm to just back the fuck off us. I,
This is
I,
about this is not their realm. They just kind of like live here like a timeshare. I already talked to Hades. He knows what we're doing.
Is
By
this?
the way, Hades says hi, and you're doing something really dumb, but good luck.
We wouldn't have to be talking to Hades' significant other, right?
I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Oh no. Oh, all I hear is the Azalea Banks meme in my head. No, the girls are fighting. No.
Are you ready to make the next trek?
Oh boy. He's just gonna lean over to Bodhi. This seems like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Atlanta, all those other shows.
not really. No, I
Okay.
don't
Um,
watch much reality television.
right. You know when like the kids talk about um this celebrity girl fighting another it girl on the internet?
Okay, okay,
I feel like this is what we're walking into,
all right, all
just
right,
on a cosmic level,
okay, okay.
which would explain why they're not saying each other's names. It's kind of like that whole I'm not saying her name. I'm not going to give her that type of energy, but they're giving her that energy, just which is why Hades is like I'm not getting in the middle of this, which is why Hades not here.
All right. I mean, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, things are gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
not,
should be a lot easier if we had our third. If we had our third with us, probably be a little bit easier.
yeah, yeah.
Because you were able to shake off the shades, so to speak. Uh, you only need to have one success on this roll as you make your way through this town embankment, so to speak. I need a survival stamina as you seemingly walk for 10, maybe 12 hours. Right now, you need one success.
Survival.
Yeah. Survival or athletics, I'll say. I guess.
Yeah, that seems better. Come on, college and high school cross country runner. Pay off.
Oh, can I add my running to this for my athletics?
Sure.
Cool, because I'd be six.
Um, athletics endurance specialty count.
Yeah.
That's four then.
Okay. Um, it's a very long walk, and there's a chill in the air, but not too bad. As you leave this, it looks like a village where there are these not so much houses or even buildings, but like remnants of buildings where the shades reside. You walk to what seems to be miles and miles of fields of wheat. I need you to make another roll. This time you need two successes.
What are we rolling?
Same roll.
See the same thing. This is still more just walking.
Four.
Just a reminder, we're rolling on eights or sevens?
Eights.
On eights, okay. So two successes.
Two. All right. Um, Nolan, you're noticing the cold much more than boating. Uh, there's no snow, there's no ice, so it doesn't look like it should be cold, but there is like a creeping chill seeping into you.
Hmm.
But after some untold number of hours in the quiet, you make your way to a forest. Nice tall trees, shadows everywhere. And Aphrodite says, well, this is where I leave you.
Okay.
Keep going in this direction, and you will find that which you seek.
All right. I'm guessing you're off to go do your thing.
Yes. Something
Oh,
tells me that if you make it there, you will have no trouble making it back.
gotcha. Oh, well, okay. Well, it was nice seeing you. Nice coming along.
She does a little like bow and turns around and starts walking in the other direction. The obsidian butterfly is like, oh, I'm still going.
Oh, that's great. Also, is she okay? I, okay. I can ask you: is she really the god of love, or is that just like a god of love and beauty, or is that just a like a criminal front for something else?
Love takes on many forms.
So it is a criminal front for something else.
You can be a goddess of love and have multiple types of love within your purview.
Ah, politically correct answer. I got you. Okay, cool. Uh, I'm here. I'm here with you.
Okay. Well then, shall we continue?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Let's get it. I don't know what we're getting, but we'll find it somehow. Um, so he's going to like we're still like reasonably safe walking through here. Like it's not like extremely dark or
No, it is extremely dark.
oh, it is extremely dark. In that case, I am going to uh, activate Predator Sense to kind of you know be on the lookout for things that might jump out at us, or just the fact that it's dark and I might trip on something.
That's fair.
Don't
I
don't.
would never do that to you. On an entirely separate note, as soon as you activate Predator Sense, something darts behind one of the trees.
All right. So did I get a chance to see it, or is it just was it? I,
Give me a would be cunning. Survival, I'll say. Yeah.
do I get an enhancement by standing next to a goddess of beast in the hunt? Never mind. I don't need that. With the enhancement from Predator Sense, that's going to be 5 successes.
Hmm. That body looked very much like those vampires you just faced. Not exactly the same, but same kind of like gaunt facial face. The same kind of fang teeth poking
Is this
out
the
in front.
is the kind of thing that like ran by um and is like hiding behind a tree, or is it just like running around us?
Oh, it's hiding behind a tree. Like you definitely saw it run, and then there was no movement after that.
Oh, I'm just gonna reach out around and grab it and pull it out from behind the tree.
All right. Give me an athletics or close combat. Might check.
That is 3 successes.
So you reach out and you grab it, and you are indeed looking at a vampire.
I'm just gonna grab it by the neck and kind of just pull it out and in front so that um, now he is absolutely doing this to show off her it's a papa
Yeah.
okay to just be like, see, look, I can hunt. um, but yeah, she's like, and he's gonna be like, hey, so why are you following us?
It looks at you and says, like, that's not the question you should be asking. The question you should be asking is why are you so lost?
I think as soon as he says that, Nolan just takes out Loverboard. All right, so we're going to play this game again. All right, I guess you didn't see what happened to the last guy who played this game. All right, we're going to do this one more time. All right, my friend Bodie ask a question. You answer that question, not with a question, not with any rhetorics, nor anything from Karl Marx. We don't listen. I'm well equipped on philosophy and everything else. You're just going to answer straightforward. Okay?
And my friends are hungry.
I'm hungry too. We're all hungry. We're all hungry out here. So maybe let's answer each question. See, he got me stumbling. He got me stumbling. I'm hungry. He's hungry. I
See, and I apologize. I didn't catch your name. You didn't really give it when you were stalking, and I didn't think to ask it when I grabbed you by your neck and dragged you out into the open like this, just to show you that I can. What was your name?
I don't make a habit of giving my name to my food.
Well, that is absolutely kind of cocky of you. But so we need to know for it would be good to put on. Do you use grave markers down here? What should we put on your tombstone? Here lies he was um, a fool to attack two signs in the presence of God. Um, what was so? I mean, if you don't want to give a name, you don't have to.
Let's see. He's smart. Okay. So he'll say, my name was Jeffrey.
Like seriously, you're for me. My name is Jeff.
My name was Jeffrey.
So that means that you have a new name, or you just don't have a name now that you are.
We
Uh,
don't use names in this forest.
okay. So you just refer to just you don't like have an identity. You don't talk to each other. You don't have conversation. I mean, that is really very Buddhist of you that to really give up your self identity in that way.
By the way, Bodhi, as your predator sense is still active, you are seeing, for lack of a better word, multiple figures in the back dashing behind trees.
All right. Are they like moving closer or?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you under some impression that down here you can't die or something? Is that how it works for you? The ghoul normally form known as Jeffrey.
I am under the impression that down here, I am the predator and you are the prey.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna attack, but I am going to do the Bodhi process, switching things up. I'm going to activate the signet ring in a weird sort of way, max out the social status, naturally exude it, and just be like, "Hey there, the Fang guy formerly known as Jeffrey. We kind of just need to talk to the head of all of this, the boss, the Undertaker, the head woman in charge that I presumably would be the head woman in charge. And I know that you're hungry, we're hungry, but here's the thing though, we don't do this and it ends up messing up with our place in the world. We might actually have to eat you. I don't want to have to eat you. You seem nice.
So, with the descriptor that you gave, and with the signet active, you know that he is engaging with you as a peer, but he honestly seems confused when you say head woman in charge. He's like, ah, Persephone?
Persephone, yes, yes. Oh God, I knew that was the name was going to pop up, but I didn't want to say it. Yes, Persephone.
I don't think she's here.
Oh, I think she's here. Her husband pretty much told us it might be a bad idea to come here, but I think she's here waiting for us.
There's with that, he will start to piece things together. And then this look of fear will like overtake his face. You want to go through the forest to meet somebody.
Yeah, Persephone.
Uh, Zach, do you remember your role for to grab him? It was three successes, yeah?
Three successes. Yep.
He is desperately going to try to escape because he does not want to be anywhere near what y'all are doing.
kind of like holding him up on the ground. So, just my innate power of epic strength, +1 scale to breaking, carrying, or lifting large objects. Would he be considered a large object for carrying purposes?
He is a medium object, but I would assume if you have +1 to a large object,
Yeah. Okay. So just kind of holding him in place in the air. So carrying. We haven't stopped walking because uh, Auntie has decided that she just apparently is going to keep going. So we're keeping up with Auntie.
Yep.
She can't
so
be bothered by this little prey.
yeah, she don't care. He is like trying to like gnaw on your like fingers and like trying to get away. Like he is terrified of something. Even those shadows that were coming towards you have stopped.
Well, we can all go together since you're just so adamant of coming with us. Come on, formerly known as Jeffrey.
No, I can't leave the forest. Don't.
What do you mean you can't leave the forest? I feel like you need to touch some other grass. That's what we're going to do. We're going to touch some other grass. We're going to go to civilized society. Come on,
Well,
bring your friends. Come on, guys.
I thought you were the predator,
Yeah, I thought
formerly
you guys were
known as Jeffrey.
predators.
What is good
But
as a
wait,
predator if they can't
Persephone,
leave their own?
I can get you. I can get take you to me, Persephone. And you hear the obsidian butterfly just yell from the front. That's not who we're looking for. And just keeps
Oh, and I
walking.
look. Oh,
Huh.
why is everyone acting so shifty and scary so much?
So, Ghoul, formerly known as Jeffrey, um, who else is down here?
I'm gonna just be straight up honest. You would need to spend some sort of legend to get anything out of him.
Um,
The only thing he is doing right now is desperately trying to like gnaw at your fingers to like let you make you release him. That's all he's doing.
Just gonna tap him with the gut. Stop that! Stop it! Stop it!
I'm just gonna flick him in the nose, be like, "No, stop." Um, yeah, no. Uh, yeah, I don't want to spend any more legend on Jeffrey.
Yeah, not gonna. Okay, okay. So I'm guessing whoever's here in the forest is a lot scarier than what we thought. Okay, cool. So, um, you know what? Seeing as you're unhelpful and I don't feel like killing a bunch of folks right about now, how about you all kindly fuck off?
Okay, yeah, I'll leave. Just let me go.
It's gonna toss him to the side.
And like before he even lands, like scuttles away.
And the peanut gallery.
They are mostly gone at this point.
Great.
As you make your way through the forest, I'm going to need a survival and then an attribute of your choice roll with a difficulty of 4. Would have been 6 with the vampires, but they are not here.
They are not, unfortunately for them. Nope, I don't make that.
Okay.
Uh, can I add my stubbornness to it?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You've felt this cold, but you had to keep on pushing.
Then that brings me to 2 then.
Okay. It brings you 2-2?
Yeah, I'm at 2. That brings me to 2.
Okay. So both of you, this like cold sets in. You just get 1 bruised condition, but you also have anytime you make a roll for this cold, a +2 complication.
Ah, okay.
It is starting to like seep into your bones. As you're getting to the end of the forest, there is this ever so subtle incline. And as you leave the trees, you see that you are at the foot of a mountain, a hill It's rocky. We'll say it's a mountain.
Are there any footholds on this mountain, or is it just like a path that just goes up?
No footholds, no path.
He's just gonna punch at the actual mountain portion to see how sturdy it is.
And granite,
Auntie's still with us.
she is still with you, but instead of being like at the forefront where she was,
Uh huh.
she has not stepped foot on anything rocky. Like she's still on the grass from the forest.
I'm guessing this is where you leave us, or
Aphrodite is right. You're a smart one.
All right. Um, I guess I'll see you next time. I'll make sure to leave the set out the altar for you. Um, you know, um, I guess thanks.
She turns around and then before she like disappears, she has this like deep breath in, turns back around and says, Listen, there are things more powerful than gods.
oh,
Just be aware.
that's foreboding. We'll keep watch.
All right.
Huh.
All right.
This is uh he is going to survey the area just to see the best way to climb up this thing.
Just looking around, it seems as if it was almost made to be unclimbable. Is that the word I'm looking for? While the granite itself looks fairly normal, real world granite,
Yeah.
um, about 20 feet up, ice starts to cover the entirety of the mountainside.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess this is good as a time as any to you to. Uh, I am going to activate Become Manifest.
Ooh. And share with everyone what that does.
Become Manifest. You become the perfectly embody the tutelary deity, transforming your flesh into a reflection of their enlightened form.
Ooh.
When you first gain this boon, select 3 attainments and 1 devotion, which defines the nature of your item form and the restrictions you must obey when invoking it. You may select this boon additional times. Blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
All right. The attainments that he has is Burning Presence. You are surrounded by a Nimbus Holy Fire. Many Arms. Grows additional arms for +2 enhancement
Mhm.
on physical and this doesn't really apply. Fearsome Mane. You take on a wrathful appearance. Give +2 enhancement to intimidate others. Increase. Um, and while he is activated in this form, he has the devotion of gentle. You cannot initiate violence, and you can only fight to defend yourself and others from aggressors.
Interesting. I
Um,
like that one.
so he's going to be and he does turn blue because he is activating. It's as part of the Owen that goes along with spending this legend, and he
Mhm.
is going to have just another set of arms kind of sprout out, and as the flame kind of engulfs his body, as he starts trying to use the flame that his body is giving off to kind of melt footholds in the ice and handholds in the ice,
Hmm.
and to climb up because it's only where he actually touches that it doesn't burn without touching.
Right.
So it has to. So it's only like right where he sticks in. So it's not going to cause like the entire.
To fall down. It's just that one like localized.
Yep.
All right.
Hmm.
So yeah. It's going to start climbing, and the idea that whenever his one of his forearms touches the face, and wherever his feet go in, it creates nice handholds so that hopefully Nolan can also follow up and just kind of use the handholds instead of grabbing onto sheer ice.
I'm also going to say I need you to roll me an athletics, we'll say might check. Because you are in this divine form, you only need two hits, two successes.
Athletics and might, and -1 for bruised. Since it's cold and ice, does the complication kick in? Have to be bought off as well.
That's with the complication because this
Okay,
is or that's with the yeah, everything
so this
comes
is a
down to
0 difficulty. We're just rolling to buy off the complication here.
pretty much.
Okay, then that is. Let me confirm. Yep, that is going to be a total of 3 successes.
Yeah, this divine form is very much protecting you from the worst of the elements. You can very much tell it is still there. You can also tell, like, as you get higher and higher into this mountain, it is getting darker and darker and darker. Nolan,
Yes. Um, okay. I am going to do this. I am going to look for like a weakness in, because I'm gonna let Bodhi climb up just to keep burning at the ice. But
mhm.
I'm looking for weaknesses in the ice, where that sediment and that ice meet. I'm looking for a weakness.
Give me an intelligence, science, or technology, whichever is better for you.
Okay. Is there +2 complication with code?
This does not relate to that cold, no.
Okay. And let's do our technology. Oh, and can I add field work to this? Because this is
Oh,
studying.
yes.
Cool. 3 successes.
You are able to find it, perhaps this is where someone else attempted, but there is this pocket of air with dirt in it in the ice that would make it slightly weaker than the surrounding ice sheet.
Okay, I'm going to aim for that. I'm going to use Lover Boy. Going to activate one of the lances, flame lances,
Hmm.
right for it, and kind of fire, breaking up that section that should create a new path at least.
Yeah.
Breaking it up so like he's not completely having to climb completely up. He can either jump in, climb here, be
Okay.
able to maneuver.
Yeah, that section does take you up a good 100 feet. Um, just something to like help ease the amount of that climbing you have to do.
Yep. He's just gonna try to make that process every so often, but also kind of use his belt as like a way to hook, slightly hook in certain places. This is Merc days all over again. Merc training days. I hate this all.
Okay, so then you're going to be looking for those points to give you uh, a place to walk instead of climb, and using your belt when you can't do that, correct?
Yes.
Then would you make me an athletics? and either stamina or might roll. For you, that will be with the complication 4. So two
Four.
difficulty, two complication to buy off.
Yeah, we're not protecting someone, so that doesn't work. Okay, cool. Um, and yeah, 7, 8. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 4.
Yep.
2, 3. Yep, got 4.
Okay. And so you're climbing up, making good use of this, like the weakness in the ice. And you too are slowly losing vision as it's just getting like think middle of the Pacific on a moonless night with clouds covering all the stars, like as dark as it can get. But you make your way to the top, and throughout the all you see is in the back what looks to be a castle made of ice.
Are there any loose branches or trees anywhere?
There are no trees up here.
Not. No wood either.
No.
Hmm.
Any source of light besides the flame that is radiating out off of Bodhi's body?
Nope. And honestly, even that flame, it feels like there is some presence attempting to suppress it.
Of course there is.
He's gonna head to the castle, but every so often he's just gonna go, okay, all right, this was fun. This has been great. We met your vampire friends. They told us you're not Persephone, although knowing us and my luck, Persephone might decide to crash down here because why not? This has just been that type of day. So let's make this easier on everyone. We have a mutual friend. You have a mutual friend. And we just would like to discuss the chaos and just making it less chaotic for both parties.
So, have you crossed the threshold into the ice castle?
Yes, that's where I'm headed.
I will need, and I'll just give this to you. You can pick whatever you want to roll to suppress fear. As you take that first step in, there is just this imminent sense of death that you cannot resist.
I'm going to use resolve and I'll use resolve integrity.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
For so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3. That would be 4.
So you don't take any bruise condition, any injured conditions. You are just fucking terrified. The only thing that does mechanically is it affects how you interact with this entity if you are to see them. But you are like sweating, you're shaking.
Um, in that case, he's just gonna grab the medallion. I wonder if it will do this. He's gonna use it on himself.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, suppressed.
Suppressed.
You definitely know that that fare is there, but it's so small, it does not register with you.
Okay, Bodhi, I think I know what they're talking about.
Okay. Um, Bodhi's gonna step inside, and
Your choice of roles.
now does the using the marvel of death, is that still ongoing? Is that still applying? Is that still that essence of death surrounding Bodhi?
Yes, and I did think of that. Usually, you would not have to make this roll at all. However, when you were having your dreams during our
Yeah.
Groundhog Day bonanza.
All right. So because he's has got that active subterfuge is going to be what he's using because he is essentially pretending to be a being of death itself. Um,
Okay.
that's how he was able to get the shades to turn away. Um, now, before I re-roll these three tens, how many do I need?
6.
Okay, I have six before I re-roll these three tens,
Oh, dear God.
and I got another nine and a ten out of that.
Jeez, you're like, I don't get why
That
we're the
is
free.
that is eight successes on that one.
You really don't get why everyone's afraid. This makes no sense to the point where that present that did feel like it was suppressing or attempting to suppress the light, you don't even feel it anymore. It is like daytime in this hallway.
All right, so um, looking around, what do we see? What do we?
So
Whose house are we in?
whoever this person entity is, they like art. Hallways are like lined with art, lined with paintings, but it's all paintings of, the night sky, black holes. A few paintings that are just like blackness.
Hmm, dealing with an eldritch horror, just the void itself.
I mean, not technically wrong.
Don't look at me. I'm not up on your family. I know the big names, but get me past who we've met really, and I wouldn't.
Hmm.
You also see something. Nah.
Is it something I can look up with a cult?
Yeah, it is. Roll me an occult intellect roll.
Okay. Oh, two successes.
Yeah, no, it looks familiar. Something your dad may have talked about at some point, but
Hmm. Let me see it. Well, okay. There's things scarier than a god. Could be related to Nyx. And that is the Queen of Night.
did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
You go blind and you hear these footsteps walking down the hall. Bodhi, you see this incredibly pale, fairly tall woman in long black dress walking with a vase in her hand. Why are you in my house? What do I have to do to make you people leave me alone?
Like, if they would have just told us your name when we asked, when they said they knew who Rachel's mom was, we wouldn't have had to come here. They said they would show us, and then they left us halfway along the, made us climb up here, and so yeah.
Wait,
Hi.
wait. Who? Rachel's mom?
Is
Yeah,
that
they said Rachel's mom would be here.
Oh, I did pick a chosen one in my dreams. Huh. Um, I, I'm sorry. So you came all this way in my house to meet me?
Well, well, yeah. Well, yes. That was the plan. Persephone, Obsidian Butterfly, but mostly Persephone was like, "Oh, if you want to go and handle the situation with Rachel and what's happening with her, you should go talk to her mother." But the blase, be warned. I don't know. I don't know what the beef is. I don't know what the whole situation is. But here we are, the
well?
Scions who take care of the situation on Earth.
I mean, I saw out. Um, I saw one of the Manitou Titans look at her like she was someone not to be fucked with, and I have never seen any god look at a Scion, let alone one that has not had a visitation, um, as a potential rival.
Mm.
And then, and it like Aphrodite wouldn't say your name, but she said she'd bring it to you. Like she got us here. Um,
Did she?
Well, she kind of got us here. She got us to the forest, and then she took off, and so she didn't really do what she said she was going to do. And they took the instead of taking the easy route where they killed us to. We've been through some things to get to you. So I mean,
I am so sorry. The gods can be so finicky.
so yeah. So I guess hi. I'm Bodhi. He who endures. He who is calm. uh, and he who battles the eight great fears.
My, I did not know I was also in the presence of divinity. Welcome.
Thank you.
Uh, I think Nolan is going to try to temper the voice. Uh, Nolan, no title, just current but future God of War. Hi.
God of War. I, I feel like I should have made some tea or something.
Oh, that's all right. And he's just like his green eye, the eyes glow green eye. But if you could do something about the whole darkness thing, that'd be
Oh, no, I can't do anything about that. I didn't make it dark. It just, I am dark.
oh, that's fine. Well, and the blindness though, if you could do something about that part though.
The thing is, um, I don't make things undark. So it's not that I don't want to help you, but would you like some tea? That might help.
Sure. And it's just there's like this certain rage that I think on the back of his mind is like almost trying to burn through the darkness.
Roll me. Let's see. A presence. So presence integrity roll.
Any complications?
No, just straight up like you're trying to, your anger is going to see if you can burn through this darkness.
Let the hate flow through you.
This is presence and
Integrity or a skill you think is more fitting of hatred.
integrity. Integrity work. Well, yeah, integrity works. And with his signet ring on, so I know that's gonna bring some complications, but
A little bit.
okay. 8. The tens for anger. All the tens came through for the anger.
The rage burns through as your eyes like glow this bright, vibrant green. And she looks up, it's like, oh, you can see.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't know I could do that. That's great. He sounds amazing. You look lovely.
Ah, thank you. Unfortunately, I don't have any tea. I have not been to the store in 2 centuries.
That's fine. We came unannounced anyway, so it's all fine.
Well, hold on. You said something about Rachel. Is she doing okay?
Seems like everyone has it out for her. She's been attacked by everything. There's like her head has kind of been like on a bounty for certain people. Certain scions kind of look at her like she's the apocalypse incarnate. There's
Oh,
that.
that's not good. I have to keep her safe.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently those vampire-like things were trying to kill her. That wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Well, no, I've been asleep for a couple decades at this point. But
Oh,
I know how to keep her safe. Um, and she just like sits down, and within a matter of seconds, you see Rachel cut in half on the table.
oh, wow, wait, wow.
Is that going to bring her here to you for a visitation?
Oh, yes, I have to keep her safe. And what's better to keep her safe than to, give her some powers? I mean, apparently I chose her in my dreams, so there has to be something there. If you
Uh,
give me just a little bit of time, I can like get her back together and we can all have why do I keep saying tea? I'm out of tea. I'm sure I can like scrounge just some cookies if you would like.
as a god, you can't. You don't have someone you can send out for tea.
Oh no, I am not a god. No.
No. Well then,
I think
or
they call me a primordial or
Yep,
something.
yep, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have any divine. I am just
you just are.
of
just
existence.
oh,
Right.
huh,
Huh.
huh. I
Just gonna pull out the flask, open it up, take a swig back. Anyone want some?
we really don't have those in my pantheon that I know of.
There's only a few of us. But most of us just want to be left alone. But I have to take care of this little one.
Well, I guess I guess that wasn't really the point. Wasn't was I think the idea was to keep her
From dan from danger, right?
Well, if her life is anything like mine has been since my visitation, this will increase the opportunity for danger.
But you're saying there's like vampires and she's already in danger.
Well, I guess that's the thing. It seems like they were trying to. I think they were trying to send her to you. Was the
Huh.
Hmm.
so? I guess finding out what the
I think you're overthinking things. She's my little girl, apparently. I'll make sure she's fine.
There is a lot of mixed messages here. He's
okay.
just flipping through the book. Okay, let's see through my notes. All right, one person does not want her to end up here. One wants her to end up here. The other one could really not give a single fuck. Okay, that we're three different approaches I'm seeing here. Okay. Oh, okay. She comes here. I think there might be a little bit of therapy that might be needed because it might be traumatic how she got here if she's bisected in half.
She'll be fine. I saw her, I'm pretty sure if my dream was right, I saw her watching one of those like camp slasher movies when she was 13. So she's okay.
Oh, no. She's probably not. Probably screaming in peril on a boat somewhere.
Nolan, how close are you to the body?
Very close.
Okay, you feel fingers kind of like wrap around your shin. That's where she would be.
So glad I used the medallion. So glad I used the medallion.
I have no emotions right now.
The only one is that rage that has been pierced through here, and he's
Hmm.
just going not kick the body, but he's just gonna take his leg back. Nope. That's nope. Okay. All right. I think Rachel is alive-ish.
Yeah. Well, I have to like bring her back. You all stay here. I'll go
Well,
fix Rachel.
so I mean, maybe we should come with you because we know Rachel. You know, we've had conversations with her, and maybe our presence and knowing that we've gone through a visitation might kind of ease her into the life that she's about to endure upon. She is very active. Did you know that? Is that?
I didn't. I don't really have many memories of her. I have the one where she was watching the movie.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Um, I have the one where she was drinking tea and eating cookies. That's why I thought I had tea and cookies. So I have that one.
She does also. She's in a like not like a Pilates class. She's in a. Uh, she's in. She's just like. She's very active in bettering herself and self improvement and keeping busy.
Wait. Hold up. How were you able to get her from point A to point B? Because last time I checked, at point A, she was at my sanctum. So how did you get
You
her from
mean
there to here?
your sanctum that has shadows?
Oh, that is terrifying. That is terrifying. Again, so glad that the medallion has suppressed so many things.
Like I would never do it to like intrude on you. I didn't mean, but I wanted to get my daughter.
That's true, and that's fine. But there's probably a bunch of terrified people right at this present moment.
Oh, I could bring them here and you can like calm them down.
No, they are fine where they're at.
Maybe we should just get somebody here so you can like check in.
Yeah, well, bring Rachel here. We can do it here. We'll check in with her. We'll talk to her,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we can send all of us back together,
Okay.
and we can help her adjust to this. You know.
You all are nice. The next time you come back here, Uh, I will make sure to have cookies.
But we don't plan on intruding. We
Tea.
don't plan on intruding any
Oh
further.
no,
A lovely, a nice hot tea would be lovely next time we come back. Um,
like 2 degrees Celsius.
no, no, we even like a lukewarm, like a 20-30 degrees Celsius would be fine. I was thinking more of like a 40 though.
You're, I see what's happened. I think you're thinking Kelvin. Yeah, I could do
No,
that.
no, not Kelvin. Celsius. Trust me. We may have a different understanding of what we would consider hot tea. So
I
maybe
think
that's
so.
where the confusion is. Yes. I prefer mine around 30 degrees, 35 ish Celsius. Um,
You know what? I'm good with a Slurpee. I'm good with a Slurpee. A Slurpee is fine
We
with
can.
me.
I can make sure I have all the Slurpees stocked.
Perfect. I don't plan on intruding any further after this, anyways. Um, okay. This is a different sort of. Well, you seem to be like the nicest deity we've come across in a long time.
Not a deity.
Right. The nicest
And
existent we've come across.
well, thank you. And I don't know why everyone's afraid of me. Like I don't mean anyone any harm.
oh, well,
Now, are you sure you want to be here when I do the visitation?
you know, I mean, it is of course up to you. This is your place. This is your. We're talking about your daughter, your visitation. You do it. You do it the way that you feel is right.
Then I think
Uh,
I'll take her back into my room and I will just wake her up there.
all right. Should we hang out here or
Yes.
yeah? Okay.
I will get you some ice and we will be back shortly.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then she takes Rachel. She needs to make 2 trips. Um, and then within the next like 10 minutes or so, it gets dark. Like ridiculously dark. Like the deepest reaches of space where stars have not even penetrated yet. Dark. Like borderline black hole dark. The light slowly returns. You hear confused. Yeah, confused wailing as Rachel is not like really in pain, but it's also like, I don't know what's happening. Why is it so dark? Who the hell are you? I have so many questions. And as Nyx begins to answer that question, or those questions, it's been about 90 minutes, which means I think it's time for a break. We'll be back in a few. Thank you all and see you soon.
Woo.
And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we have some news. Rachel is a Scion. Yay, we did it. Or no, we were trying to avoid it, depending on your perspective.
Instruct-
Um,
Instructions were not clear.
they were very unclear. They were all over the place. But whatever they were, doesn't matter now because it has been done. So the visitation, the Scion visitation, that initial visitation, depending on the divine, can be anywhere from like 2 minutes up to like multiple days. This one seemed very quick and would be uneventful had it not been for the dramatic fashion in which Rachel was murdered in the material plane. Um, But after about 10 minutes or so, while you all are outside, perhaps like chewing on ice, because that's kind of what Nyx has easy access to right now.
Um,
Nyx comes out like a very proud mom with Rachel, who is still just utterly confused.
um, Nolan is making some slushy with Fireball whiskey and just crushing the ice up and got the flask going and just I just it's I don't know about you, but like this whole thing about ascending and everything else and becoming a Scion is just no joke. The trauma is traumatic, and then you might end up with a parent who might decide, you know what? Either I'm just gonna drop the whole parent thing on you, or just go Nightmare on Elm Street on you. It's just like a flip of a coin. It seems like
Like, yeah. So I'm a Scion.
Yeah.
congrats.
Yeah. And Bodhi is still in his uniform.
And she's looking at you, and you can tell she like just does not know. And you also like sense fear in her from you,
Oh
but
yeah.
there's so much happening she can't possibly process.
Yeah. He's he's gonna when he makes the realization he's gonna come out of that form back to his normal self and no longer is has extra
Right.
limbs and is no longer fearsome looking and burning. Um, he has his normal amount of teeth back again. Um, yeah. Hey, Rachel. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Um, well, now we know who we your divine parent is.
And Rich will turn around and Nix will just be there like, hey, I was doing so good. Um, to which Rachel will turn back to you and be like, yeah, I have one.
Trust me, you're gonna have to get used to it very quickly. It goes from 0 to 100 very fast.
I'm learning that.
Yeah.
Um, oh no, I have to tell Doug he was right.
Well,
We got bigger problems than Doug right now. Well, is that a bigger problem or is that kind of like the
I
second
mean,
biggest problem?
you can take that on your own pace. He's not gonna necessarily know right away.
Nah, I mean, he's been doing like experimenting on scions or something recently, so I don't have that much time.
Um,
Experimenting?
Oh yeah, y'all have been gone for like a couple months at this point.
Months?
Did you not know that?
No. It's only been like a few hours for us.
Oh no, like Doug had a whole like funeral for you all.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
well, that'll be. He's gonna just stop for a moment
I was like, I just
and look over to Nolan and be like, just she's telling us that Doug thinks we're dead.
Doug thinks we're dead, and my mother probably thinks I'm also dead too, who's probably in Olympia found a way to go to Olympia herself right now and setting everything on fire. Like she might be the new God of War if we're
It's
not careful.
actually it's pretty easy to get to Olympia. Doug's been like selling tickets.
Tug's-
She may be setting Olympia on fire as we speak. There, it might be a nuclear flame that we're coming back to.
Oh, um,
just think about this though. If Doug thinks we're dead,
Hmm. I would love to see if we can go back into hiding, but I don't think that's going to work, knowing our luck.
anyway, so I mean, Rachel, this will give you the opportunity to put some of those classes that you were taking to practical use. So that look at the bright side of things. I know in here where we are now, finding the bright side of anything is difficult. Um, Apparently, your mom just sucks the light out of everything.
I just don't let the light in. Don't.
Right, but she
Yeah.
doesn't let the light in.
Okay. Yeah. She doesn't let the light in. Um, and apparently, heat and warmth either. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
when I first got here, I was cold. I thought it was because I was dying, but apparently it's her, and now it's me.
Oh yes.
Well, I mean, maybe a little bit. Not. You're just you're just got your visitation, so maybe not quite your. You might just be a little bit cooler. You can not freezing things at the touch level yet. That would explain the southern. That does explain the southern blizzard, though. That is. Anyway, so I guess maybe how did things go while we were missing? Any more? No more vampire attacks or anything or anything?
They attack every once in a while, and so I stayed in the bathhouse because all of my new friends were protecting me. Um, we haven't been able to find you, Yuri. After you all died, or we thought you died, Doug has accelerated building the tower. And like I say, last month he is selling tickets to various uh afterlives. Um, so he's almost made the money back that he used on this venture. So he thinks, it's a win-win for him.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, that is certainly a thing. Um, that any other big no big catastrophic events in the city otherwise though.
No, not really. Things were kind of coming back to normal. And then she'll like look back to Nyx, who's just kind of like just fawning.
All right. So yeah. Well, um, while we're here, before we go back, was there anything else you wanted to do? Anything you want to ask your mom or?
Actually, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Um,
And next would be like, "You're leaving already? But like, we haven't even did the ice at the bottom of the mountain.
I'm sorry. Did you say eyes at the bottom of the mountain?
Ice, ice.
Ice. Ice at the bottom of the mountain. Okay. All right. I was
If the only eyes that I know of are the vampires, I mean, I guess, do you want to taste vampire eyes? That doesn't sound too good, but to each their
no,
own.
no. We're good. We're good on that. Um.
Though I mean, you know what would be, you know, are the vampires at the bottom of the mountain related to the ones that have been, jerks to your daughter?
No, I don't know. I don't know who they are. They just kind of moved in after I did.
I mean, if I know those vampires, and maybe we can make a stop down there and send them a message so that when we go back, she doesn't have any unnecessary vampire attacks.
You don't have to worry about that. She is more than capable of protecting herself. And you look at like
Mm.
Rachel, who's like actually looking at her hands and the darkness that's like ebbing off of each finger. And you can tell like most scions grow into their power. You get the feeling that Nyx did not piecemeal, but was like, here's a lot of things. So Rachel
Oh.
is essentially like a baby viper, has no control over the poison, and will inject all
Oh, okay.
whenever she
Well.
feels even remotely threatened.
All right. We'll do a training course on that soon when we get back. Okay. Um. If that's the case, then we might have to just go back and solve what it was that we left behind, technically.
Oh, well, if you have stuff to do, don't let me keep you. Well, but please come back.
Of course.
Sure.
I will. Since as you mentioned, you don't have tea, you don't have time to shop. I'll see if I can get mom to have someone send over some for you.
That's so kind.
Oh, I mean, of course, it's good to be friendly and personable, and
Well, make sure you get your favorite kind, and I will try to figure out how to make things hotter.
I mean, I can do the my flame thing again. It's kind of taxing, but I can kind of figure something out. I'm sure.
Okay. Oh, and tell Aphrodite she should come visit me.
I certainly will. I will bring that up as soon as I see her.
Oh, well, it was lovely. Should I send you all back?
I was still trying to figure out how do we go back. No one really explained that to us.
If it's night anywhere, I can send you there.
Okay.
Night, closest bathhouse you can find.
All right. But once again, please come visit.
Will
And
do.
Rachel just like walks over to you two, looking very confused.
I'll explain everything once we get on back on our plane.
You awaken in a bathhouse. The one that is 3 blocks from Doug Towers.
Oh, right. Boy, I hate that.
You see the evidence of the murder. Murder. Yeah, murder.
Murder. Yeah.
And within about 2 minutes, someone runs in, guns up, only to see Nolan's back.
Okay, listen. Okay, those guns. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but probably not gonna do whatever it is you think you're gonna do. So
No, we thought you were gone. Hey, everybody, Nolan's back. And you just hear like the voices start to like raise, and you can tell it is already turning into a party atmosphere.
Maybe the
God.
bathhouse wasn't the greatest idea to have a quiet moment alone and have a conversation. Um,
But I was afraid we might end up in somewhere like in Antarctica or something.
Very likely. Not gonna lie.
I could have thought of anyways. So yeah. So Rachel, how you feeling?
Honestly, not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. One of the great things about us is we can just kind of we heal a little bit better, a little bit tougher, yeah, than your what you're used to.
Yeah, like I remember I had a cough before I went down there and I don't feel that. It was weird, but I can barely remember at this point, and I'm feeling pretty good actually.
Just as a note, as we come back, if our bruised condition has not gone away from leaving the, or has it gone away since we left the?
Yes, it has.
Okay, then I will not need to use my fertility knack. And all right, so um, so yeah, well now you know. I don't know exactly what she kind of said to what your mom said to you.
Uh, Honestly, I don't really want to repeat it. She just said things that like I was precious and that she loved me and that I should go forth and use these powers to enjoy life. And it was kind of weird, honestly.
Right. You two continue to have this talk. I have to go do a thing real fast. Uh, goes down the hall, moves past a few people. Yes, yes, back alive. We'll talk later. Keeps going down the hall. All anyone hears is like the loudest death metal scream, yell, rage that might shake the actual foundations of this place, and it echoes. And he's not in a room that buffers it. He's just letting that all out.
So as you like come off of your scream, well, when you went in, you heard the sounds of party. As you finish screaming, you hear no sounds.
Just gonna come back, adjust his sunglasses,
You,
just a little hat. You
you
guys
look
carry on. Have fun with your party. You guys
uh,
have fun.
okay.
It's all good. It's fine. It's fine.
We will. You sure you want a drink, boss?
Oh, you know what? Sure, hold on to that drink. Go back, start that party up. I'm just gonna go talk to the other two real fast. It's been a time. We'll hang out. We'll catch up.
See you soon, boss.
All right. See ya. Close the
You hear
door.
someone like, boss is stressed.
Sorry about that. What we were saying.
Maybe we shouldn't revisit it. It seemed like it made you unhappy.
No, it's fine. It's what was it that Bodhi says? It's better to let that out in a very safe environment than to hold all that in.
That makes sense. Um,
No, I think it was something about letting go of emotion and desire and letting um, the waves take the course.
Yeah, I let the sound waves take that course.
But yeah, then sure, close enough. Anyways, so yeah, Rachel, you're gonna probably wanna find a safe and constructive way to kind of test what you can do. Um, there's the Doug situation um, to consider, and just looking around the room, is there like a calendar or anything on the wall or anything?
Should be.
There you go.
Yeah. About how much time has what? How many months has it really been since we?
8 months, 27 days.
Okay, and Rachel said it had been about 4 months, so we were gone for about another 8 months while Rachel was having her visitation. Then is that another 4 months? Is that
Hmm.
another 4 or 5 months? All right, yeah. Okay. Um, so looks like we were gone a little bit longer while your mom came and got you, and we had so uh, that might give you some buffer if you want to spend some time where you don't have to deal with Doug. Did you rent? Did you own? Like, what was that situation like? Because imagine 4 months away could probably be kind of.
I rented, so I probably don't have Nolan.
You can stay upstairs. It's
Thank
tech-
you, Nolan.
yeah, it's not the bathhouse. The boys won't come upstairs and bother you. So
Thank you. She's like so excited. She looks at her phone and says, I forgot. Doug had track your friends on me. I'll call him tomorrow. It's been
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but he's probably asleep right at this present moment, anyways.
I want to turn your phone off.
yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
remember, this is 3 blocks from
Yep.
Well,
and
she's been.
y'all have been here for a couple minutes.
I mean,
So you
technically,
here.
she
Mhm.
she she would have been here, and this is where she would have died if, and then there would have been 4 months. So if her phone was just, maybe just found, I don't know. Well, we'll get you. We can get you a new phone, or
Okay.
uh, you can take a couple days without having a phone. It's a very freeing experience.
I appreciate what you're saying, but I think the first thing we're going to do tomorrow is fix that.
Oh, we yeah, no, we can talk to got a friend Max. Actually, I can just send him a message. He's kind of that's kind of sort of his doing anyways. He's weird like that. Uh
Okay, okay, I'm up for an illegal phone.
oh, it wouldn't be illegal. Here's the thing. What Max gives you, not illegal at all. You just no one can track that thing though.
Oh, so it's not illegal.
It's not well, it's not illegal, but it wouldn't technically be like if the police found it, it would be a lot. It'd be questionable, but it was not legal
Okay,
illegal.
questionable. I'll take it.
Questionable. Yeah, more questionable than anything else.
So you see, like she has this new lease on life. She was never lacking confidence, but like now there's like an excitement. She has this whole new adventure ahead of her.
All right, so yeah, but yeah, we've been doing a lot of talking. What are your goals? What would you like to see happen now that you have a new
I don't
lease
know.
on
I
life
mean,
of sorts?
Mom said I can do whatever I wanted. Guess I gotta go figure out what I want.
Yeah, all right.
What? I think right now what I want to do is go to sleep. It has been a long, long 9 months apparently.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna toss her a pair of keys. Uh, we should be where we at. Just head upstairs. It's going to take you somewhere. Room and everything should be set up.
Thank you. I'm so excited for my new place.
Yep, have fun with that, champ.
By the way, Nolan, your material possessions were able to go into Hades and back out. Would your mom have your location on her phone?
Oh, she would definitely.
One of the soldiers in your employ slowly walks in, head to the ground. Boss man,
But
she's here,
who's
and she's
here?
not
Who?
happy.
Which she? Which she?
And you hear in the back, you know which she it is.
He doesn't say anything. He just it having everyone come in slowly. Just, the door closes slightly, just not for her to hear like it closes, but like
Right.
okay, I told you the protocol, right? Angry African American mother. What we're not going to do is say what you just said out loud. Okay, you are one of your jobs is to ease this in, like ease any situation in, like any emergency situation, you ease that in.
Boss, in our defense, we were able to do that for 4 months. But then there was like the funeral, and then like there was a parade for you all, and
Damn it, Doug.
we
All
tr
right, no, okay, wait, no, I know how to solve this. Okay, just gonna take push him to the side, open the door. Bodhi, I know this is gonna go against like everything you have been taught yourself, but you're just gonna have to let this one go, okay? This one, you're just gonna have to put aside all your teachings for just this one moment.
Okay.
Okay, Crow. All right. Just gonna lean out the door. Mommy? And he's just gonna rush over. It's been like 8 months. And
yeah,
like,
my boy, and just big hugs, and just like look you over. Oh my God, you look so. You have not been eating. Where have you been? Come, I'm gonna take you home. We'll get some food and you. Let's go.
okay. And he's just sitting outside, have to go home, handle the situation. We'll be back soon.
Everyone's like, mm-hmm.
As it closes the door.
And you can smell the Mount Olympus on her. She has been there
Oh boy.
within the past month.
So she probably did threaten nuclear war if she went up there, possibly.
There's a possibility that something like that happened.
She threw hand. She probably, you know what? Knowing her, she probably, if could, would throw hands with Aphrodite on site, just allegedly on site.
You, you are heading to get some good food.
Yeah.
Bodhi, where are you going?
He is going to head to the temple. There needs to certainly be some uh, praying and meditation. Um, he's gonna um, he's gonna try to reach out to mom. It's not always it's kind of difficult with her because you never know
Good.
which one of her multiple forms she is going to be when
Hmm.
she arrives, and it makes it a little bit more difficult to just get in touch with her because um,
Roll me, if you would, straight D10.
that is a 9.
Okay. So you're sitting down and you're meditating in the hopes to reach out to Momotara. As you're meditating, someone knocks on your door. It's a new member. Um, you haven't met them. They came in the past 8 months. However, there's something with their eyes that is reminiscent. And they come to you and they're like, I'm sorry to bother you. Are you Bodhi?
I am Bodhi, yes, and you are.
I'm a big fan. I loved you on Instagram.
Okay.
I
Uh,
was I was wondering if I could like just have a talk with you.
All right. Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you. I just I just I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're busy and you're back from the dead or you're back from they wouldn't answer where you were. How did you do it? How did you give up everything?
I mean, that really is kind of one's own personal journey.
Of
Um,
course, I don't want
every
to.
and it is something that came with learning throughout the process as far as the different uh, steps that were taken along the way. Um, yeah, it's something that I definitely um, did something that struggled, and it took a little while to kind of get there and uh,
Right.
staying on the right path and following um, the ways that were set forth to us by Buddha. Um,
I feel you. Like you can't tell anybody this. This is a secret between us. I still have my accounts, all my accounts. Uh, I I've been using the Vampire Sanctum to kind of store some of my personal belongings.
is this Sasha or is this
Oh yeah,
someone?
I meant to tell you. Sasha is she's doing better now. She wasn't for a while.
All right. Yeah, well, is that how you came to this place from the conversation that I had with Sasha?
No, I actually got in trouble with the law and but my uncle is a lawyer, so kind of like talked the judge down and they said spend some time here and I was like, it's pretty cool. There's a vampire here. You know,
So this is your community service then, essentially.
I mean I like to think of it as, my volunteer. Well, I'm volunteering, but you can call it that if you want.
How you got to here is not the important part.
That's what I keep telling him.
What it matters now that you are here is that you take what you learn with you when you go out into the world.
I mean, but like, okay, so here's my question for you. What if I don't leave? Like I get free food. Um, I have all this free time that I can spend on my phone or, ordering things off of Amazon. I don't have to do any work. You know, what if I just kind of like stay here? In fact, I could get some of my family money. We could kind of fund this place a little bit and turn it into like a kick-ass party temple.
That's not how this works.
But like I'm not saying like we turn like you could keep your room as unfurnished as it is.
You have been here for how long now?
almost 3 months, I think.
All right. And the others that you've seen here, how they go about their day and doing their chores and their meditations.
Well, I don't know why I feel like I can trust you, but I feel like I can trust you. I didn't like that at first, but I found out that, if you talk to some of them, they're more than willing to hang out with you if you give them get some personal possessions of their own. And so I know a couple of people, their rooms are now they hide some new items or a new phone or which is why I think the party mansion like the interest is there.
So that's not really, again, how this works. And if that is not what you were learning here, and perhaps there are others who are not getting the message, then maybe there are other ways that this lesson needs to be taught.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not learning anything. Oh, okay, how about this? What if I put more effort into learning the ways, but then I also get to teach you some of my ways? Hmm? Fusion of culture, huh?
You knew me from before I joined, from my days as a Nymphstagram influencer.
You were the best, bro.
And while my ego is not that of one that thinks that I might not have anything to learn from you, what in your knowledge of my past leads you to believe that I don't know where to find that? Should I look for it?
Well, not that you don't know where to find it. I think you need a refresher on how good it is. Because if you knew how good it was or remembered how good it was, you would have it. Just just hear me out, bro, huh? Take the night, sleep on it. I'll see you tomorrow and maybe I'll have a gift for you.
I do apologize, I never did catch your name.
Ah, yes. They call me Jelly Red.
Jelly Red. I'm sure we'll look forward to this conversation, to continuing this at a later time.
I think we will. And Jelly Red gets up and says, "Oh, by the way, you should probably check on that vampire. She hasn't had blood in ever. So she's been acting really weird."
Okay.
Jelly Red leaves. Uh, and as Jelly Red leaves, you see something surreptitiously fall out of his hands.
And this is.
Three crumpled $100 bills.
Okay. I'm sure this will make a fine donation.
All right. You get the feeling as Jelly Red leaves, there are eyes on you. May not be Blue Tara, but there are eyes watching.
All right. Like we're talking metaphorical, or we're talking like there's someone else in the room.
Metaphorical,
Metaphorical. Okay. Um,
which usually happens if you reach out and it is not Blue Tara who you're reaching out to. Uh Whichever Tara, when they see you, will the intention that you are seeking a connection will be known. So when Blue Tara has time, they always make themselves known to you somehow.
all right.
How will you be ending the evening?
Is Sasha on the property?
Yes, there is an old storage unit, kind of like at the edge of the property that she has decided that is where she's going to live, to stay far away from people.
All right. So he's going to go see Tara.
Okay. You go there, and when you're within 50 feet, you hear snarling, like the woods creaking as like something is like banging inside.
Mm-hmm.
Within 20 feet, you hear her yell out, I told you to leave me the fuck alone. I will fucking kill you.
He will not.
That and the snarling stops. That voice sounds familiar. And like you see a tiny, well, not tiny, but a head kind of like look up through a slat. My friend.
Sasha, my apologies for taking so long. Some unexpected occurrences came up.
Oh, that's okay. I knew you'd come back. I did it. I haven't had any blood. She looks, we'll say unhealthy, but not as bad as you would expect someone who hasn't had blood, hasn't ingested any nutrients for going on 9 months.
Okay. So what have you been doing instead of?
They trained me to meditate.
Okay. You seemed quite agitated when I was arriving.
I get hungry at night,
Okay.
and you smell so good. She's like, you can see she's like desperately trying to withstand the urge to just bite into your flesh. More so impressive that this is not like a locked. She's not locked in there. She chose to go in. She could open the door and leave whenever she wants.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So, are you aware that there are others of your kind that dwell in the forests and the Greek underworld?
I think no, no. You already didn't tell us anything, and I haven't really seen her since that one night. I'll be honest, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Changes that come to us that are not always of our choice rarely are of what we expect, though.
I know that now.
So, what is your intention while being here, other than have you found a focus other than overcoming your cravings?
I have. And like she like jumps down from like the little slat, and you hear like books rustling,
Hmm.
and she's like, my intention is to study from you.
Very well. All right. But other than that, in the past 9 months, has there been any other focus or just
A lot of
looking?
it was learning to reduce the urge to feed.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. And apparently it seems to be going well enough.
Okay, well enough. Yeah, I'll take that.
So, what do you think comes next for you?
Well, you're back, so you can train me to meditate and to be a fighter and also a protector. Because they told me about you. They told me that you're strong and that you could have killed me if you wanted to, but you didn't.
I saw the potential in you to become more than a monster that you were so often labeled as.
So that is my new goal. I want you to help me learn to fulfill my potential, and maybe I can be a protector in the night. I can be the night bat.
So, I guess the first lesson then will be on selflessness and letting go of attachments to things such as our identity. And with that, he's going to begin a lecture uh, about why she is not to be the night bat, because that would be putting herself in the desire for herself to be known as a force of good ahead of the goal of being a force of good.
Huh? Give me. Hmm, you could hit a lot of skill. So I'll say skill of your choice and presence. Presence or intellect.
This is definitely going to be presence. I want this to be integrity, strength of conviction.
Okay.
That is two successes.
Okay. If you would mark down two successes for Sasha. This is going to be an ongoing training process as you hit multiple milestones to help kind of help guide Sasha to become less focused on being seen as hero and more focused on simply exuding this selflessness into the world. And who knows how that will affect her.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. And if there's anything else popping up, unless there's nothing else popping up in the evening, he is going to, gonna get back into the routine in making the. Has any of the legend that he's spent uh, come back yet? By the way, any chance? Since he was gone for 9 months.
We will say, yeah, since there was that just
All right.
large amount of time, the legend has come back.
All right.
Um, I will say from your room, sleeping comes slightly more difficult because if you look outside the window, there is this large foreboding presence in the distance. You can see the tower from your room. And Doug was not exaggerating about the scale that he wanted it to be built.
Before going to bed, he's going to go to a hospital and he's going to visit the room of a woman who's about to give birth, and he's going to lay the down a favor of nature on her and
Hmm.
bless her family so that her child grows up happy and healthy.
Spreading the gifts where we can.
And then he's going to go to bed.
Nolan, you have a dinner that is equal parts. I've missed you so much. Equal parts. Where have you been? How did you get caught out? You're literally a god and you still getting catch up to like how you got to make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Okay, okay, a lot of questions, a lot of questions. Um, so as I explained to other people, gods can get killed by other gods and god weapons
People say that, but like I know a lot of gods. They haven't been killed. How'd you get killed?
by a god. That was
You, why are they picking on you? Like, did you
oh,
go?
no. Well, one. Um, technically, you had to go to Hades to stop a possible apocalypse. Maybe, maybe not. It's gods are weird when it comes to their machinations. So here's the thing: I had to stop a thing, so I had to go to Hades. But their way of going to Hades is just, oh, death. So that's how I ended up dead, but not dead, but dead.
I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, did you at least stop it?
Yep. No, I don't know. Again, it's one of those yes and no. It's one of you know how like a movie just kind of ends and the director doesn't know how to end said movie. That's kind of how this felt.
So you've been dead for 9 months, and we don't know if there's going to be an apocalypse.
Well, this one it might not be apocalypse. It might just actually be we might have just given a Charlie XCX girl her time of just partying for the rest of her life.
Oh, yeah, no, that happens all the time. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, possibly. Although I'm a little concerned about because we never found out about Doug and experimenting on Scion, so that's just not a thing that anyone has fully explained.
Oh, yeah, no. Uh, he actually put it on his TikTok. He's been like getting volunteers to like donate Ichor or whatever you all have, and he's hired some Scion woman
Right, he was talking about that.
to like develop items or transport. I don't fully understand it, but like, most of the Scions agree to it. Are you going to do it? They get paid well.
The less we do deal with Doug's machinations, the better off the world would be, to be honest.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also, I don't think he's going anywhere at this point.
That's the scary part.
Well, then, before you die again, we should take a trip.
Oh, where to?
I was thinking Poseidon's Lair.
Okay, have you just been traveling through Olympus, eat, pray, loving, while I've just been dead?
First of all, I've been looking for you because I knew you wouldn't die that easy. And second of all, if you buy in bulk, you can get like 3 trips and
My dad is literally a deity. I think you can possibly not have to buy a round trip to Olympus.
just because we were close once does not mean we're close now.
I think he begs a differ, to be honest, the way he talks.
Just because I liked him once does not mean I like him now.
Okay, all right. Well, you don't have to worry about him liking us anytime soon because I ended up taking his role. Oh, here's
So she's gonna look around and like what do you mean you took his role?
apparently the Pantheon has given him somewhat of a kick because he hasn't been doing his responsibilities.
Does he know this?
I mean, when you don't show up for work after a few days, no call, no show, I guess people decide to fire you afterwards. Do they give you a call after the no show, no call?
Right, but like, what happens if that person who's a no call, no show does come back and see someone else in his desk?
Well, here's the thing. You thought I was gone 8 months. I might be gone another 9 months if I don't figure that part out.
Okay, I know we talked about this before. What if you teach music? Like this whole silent thing has been fun, but like,
I think we passed that way long when Dad showed up, and I think we passed that way longer after stopping multiple apocalyptic crises, and Doug, who might be an apocalyptic crisis times 12.
girl, if you would roll me a d10.
Oh, a D10. Okay. Um, 8.
Damn, fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So, Miles will be like, speaking of which, if you go to visit Doug on his island, don't stay in the hotel.
Oh, the hotel.
I don't know, like people who like stay in the hotel, they come out weird. And they always smell like salt water. It's like really strange.
Oh boy. Like you should visit Poseidon anytime soon. Just narrowing down saltwater things.
Well, I can't do the Poseidon thing yet. Apparently, you need to like spend extra money for the Poseidon package because you have to be able to breathe water to go there or something.
Right. Also, okay, you know what? That makes sense. But also, you're my mother, so like that should also count for you being able to travel to places unconcerned.
I I'm a human. Like I don't know what you expect from me.
It's weird because I would have thought Doug would have shown up with some sort of weird protective device, but like, I,
I think he's working on one, but like I said, you have to do the deluxe package, and that's extra like 10 grand or something.
oh wait, hold on for a second. He's checking his bank account. Uh, checking.
Seems like you have made quite the sum of money.
Putting that in mom's account. Shift some stuff over to make sure all the maintenance and stuff for his stuff is secured. He just wait. Can I Venmo Bodie stuff? I forgot.
Brody, do you
Do they have Venmo for temples?
I assume you have some sort of phone just for like communication. Do you have a smartphone and do you have a Venmo account that is set up?
Bodhi does not have a Venmo.
Right.
Um, he has, from time to time, put out the when people insist on sending him money, instead provided various charities and goodwills for mostly Doug. Um,
Yeah.
it's to when people insist on giving him money, it goes to you a local school or a charity or of some sort.
Ah, well, there you go. There is no Venmoing Bodhi.
Yeah, okay. I'll just send the money to one of the charities he said should go to, I guess. Oh, all right. Okay. Also, how long do you want to stay here? Because, like, I got the money. You don't have to.
But this is where you grew up. No, I'm good.
Yeah, you sure? Because, like, we can go anywhere.
So we're going to Poseidon's lair then?
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay, fine. We can go to Poseidon later after I figure out the whole saltwater situation.
Fine. Go
I, I
work.
I don't want you coming out weird if salt water is involved and we go to Poseidon, which most likely would have salt water. I mean, he's kind of
Oh,
like the ocean god.
okay. You know, God forbid you spend any time with me.
I'm not saying we can't go anywhere else. I'm just saying specifically not the place where people are coming out weird from
She
involving
gets up
salt water.
and starts like fake limping.
Okay, okay, you know what? Fine, fine. We can go. But if you come back weird, whose fault is that?
Your fault for not taking care of me. Love you, son.
Oh my
Okay, I go into sleep. You got to go.
Okay, I'm heading out. I'm going to buy. Before he leaves the door, he puts like a protection ruin on the door.
Okay. And as you open the door to put the protection rune on, Aphrodite is outside.
Slams the door. Oh, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Nothing outside. I am just going to check your security system. I'm just going to be right back. Opens the door. Did you just come to the home of the other woman unannounced? What is this? What is this? The '90s? Are you like in a 90s R&B BET movie?
It's time for you to ascend.
Again, are you from like a '90s R&B BET movie just showing up to another one? I'd be right there. Just
There were a lot of people were to like designed to look like me. Just putting that out there.
that makes so much sense. That okay, I'm coming outside only because like I'm afraid that if she comes downstairs, she's throwing hands, and I don't think your beauty can protect all that.
Rabi protects me from a lot of things. Probably not that.
Yeah,
Let's go.
just gonna close the door up. I heads with her.
I think that's where we'll stop for today. Bodhi, um, is in the process of training Sasha, as well as having met Jelly Red, the new presence within the temple. Uh, Nolan, you have promised to take your mom to Poseidon's lair, but that might have to wait as it seems you are going to have to ascend very soon. And Doug, who has accelerated the construction of this tower that seemingly gives him access to multiple Greek other worlds. Um, and who knows what else, considering the size of this tower and the amount of money that he is gaining from it. And then there's this random saltwater smell that has been happening around Doug since day one. You'll have a lot of things to take care of,
Mhm.
but I think we'll take care of some of those things next time. Let's do our little outros. So let's do backward this time. Nolan, tell the people who you are, who you play, your pronouns, and what's going through Nolan's mind right now.
Hi, I'm Crow. I played Nolan. My pronouns are he, it. You can find me at BS Slate TV on Twitter. I know it's a bit of a rebrand. We'll announce more stuff for that coming soon. Um, yeah, this has been fun. I don't know what's going to happen with Nolan next. It's just going to be so much chaos. Other than that, you can catch me this week on Thursday around the same time. You can find me at World Below. I will be playing with that amazing crew. And you can also find me on Friday around the same time playing Trinity Adventure Rumble. I am the storyteller there. And then hopefully soon, don't know which group that's going to be with, you will find me on Curseborn, something involving Curseborn. I can't wait to get my hands on that and to play that. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Also, for those of you who just heard that, please sign up for Curseborn. The campaign live Kickstarter is still going on, I believe. Sign up for the notification in the doobly doo. I don't know which way I'm supposed to point, but it's in the chat currently. And yeah, that's been me playing as Nolan.
All right, thank you so much. And Bode, please tell us who you are, who you play, your pronouns, and what's going through Bode's mind at this moment.
Hello, I'm Zachary Naldra, he, him. I can be found on the interwebs at Zach Rules. It's somewhere below my, some about here-ish. I'm not good at mirror pointing. Um, you get the idea. Spelled that way, if you go to a social media place and Zach Ruiz is there, well, say hi, see how he's doing. But that's not me. I'm at Zach Rules Dice on that platform, or I'm just not there. So I'm really not mounting on any of them, or very active on any of them. Though if you have pictures of lovely tattoos that you have on, hit me up on Instagram, and I will look at them. Uh, you will be able to find me next here Friday night, as fall goes to plans. We'll be doing some Trinity Continuing Adventure Rumble, and then yeah, then I'll go hibernate and just not exist until I have something coming out. Speaking of which, you've been watching Scion. Go check out Scion God, now an Electrum bestseller at Drive Through RPG, which means I am one step closer to becoming the most proficient writer in my family. Um, my stepbrother has 3 Electrums and a silver, so I'm gonna try to catch up to that. But yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining. It has always fun playing with this amazing crew. Cannot wait to do it next week. Until then, have a great week. Bye.